Today we're checking out the top 5 weapons to use here in Modern Warfare 2 as of the recent update. I'm going to be showing you guys the 5 best classes. Help you guys get MGB nukes and just high kill gameplays and overall just improve your KD and gameplay when you do play this game. If you guys do end up enjoying today's top 5, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I want you guys to comment down below what's your most used weapon that you use here in MW2. And let's hop right into this top 5. So for the first one, I'm going to be showing the Tag 56 here. Tag 56 is one of the best ARs you can use. It just has 0 recoil. Fast TTK, overall just one of those perfect ARs that has the mobility and 0 recoil balance to it. So the class that I'm going to run for this gun is going to be the Tundra Pro barrel. This is the best barrel you can run on this gun. This gives you damage range, hip fire accuracy, and bullet velocity. This is tuned for recoil steadiness. Overall, just maxing the gun's overall recoil control. You have on the Sackton Tread 40 compensator. This is one of the best compensators you can run in this game. This gives you vertical and horizontal recoil control. I do run this a lot on every single gun. I tune this for recoil stabilization and recoil control. Once you throw this attachment on with these tunes right here, it doesn't ever miss a bullet with this weapon at all. So we also have on the high velocity rounds for that bullet velocity bonus, just boosting this gun's overall TTK. Then we tune this for more damage range, so we have that TTK bonus at ranges, and we tune it for more bullet velocity, just allowing our bullets to hit faster. And then we also threw on the 60 round drum mag, so we can have a lot more bullets. And we have on the TV X line pro stock for that crouch movement speed, sprint speed, and aim down sight speed, boosting this gun's mobility by a lot. We also tune it for more aim down sight speed and aiming idle stability, just to balance out the stocks, recoil control, and balance its mobility as well. This is one of the best Tag 56 classes you can run in this game. You will literally never miss a bullet, and this is literally one of my main classes I had to run in this game, and I just overall just love this thing. And it's just it just makes the game very easy for me. Definitely will do the same for you. The next weapon is going to be the ISO 45. This gun did recently get a nerf, and like I said in my other video when I showed this, it did nothing to it. This gun still kills insanely quick. The fire rate and just the TTK, and I think this gun has an insane headshot multiplier. That's why it kills so fast. This is one of my favorite SMGs in this game to date, honestly. I think I prefer this over the FASNAV, just as of right now. But for the class that I'm through on the 9 PTX trainer barrels, gives you damage range, hip fire accuracy, movement speed, and bullet velocity. Overall, just boosting the gun's TTK at range with that bonus and the bullet velocity bonus. And it also gives you a little bit of mobility, which a lot of barrels do not do. Then we tune it for recoil steadiness, because this barrel does lessen the recoil control, so the recoil steadiness definitely will help you guys out with that. We have on the Lockshot KT85 muzzle for that vertical and horizontal recoil control. Tuning this for recoil stabilization and recoil control. This is a must just for the simple fact that there's the recoil control, like I did say, so this overall helps the gun become an absolute laser. We threw on the 45 round mag, which you definitely do need, because it definitely does go through bullets because of the fire rate, so the 45 does help. We have on the A30 stout for that rear grip, gives you that plus recoil control. We tune this for recoil steadiness, maximizing the grip's overall recoil control. And we also threw on the SK3 cheetah stock for that sprint speed, crouch movement speed, and aim walking speed, and aim down sight speed. Overall maxing the gun's mobility, which you definitely do need, because that 45 round mag definitely will make you guys slower. So this stock right here definitely does come in clutch. Then we tune it for more aim idle stability, so we have that recoil control. This class setup right here for the ISO 45 is one of my favorites. This gun is definitely broken, and it just kills so quick. Definitely have to give this one a go. The next gun is going to be the ISO Hemlock. The ISO Hemlock is just still one of the best ARs they added into this game. No matter how many nerfs, no matter how many times they try to break this gun down, this gun just forever and always will just say no. And it's just one of my favorite guns that I use in this game, and it's definitely my top 3 weapons that I've used here in Modern Warfare 2. So for the setup, we threw on the Fielder T50 barrel. This is the only barrel that I do run on this gun as the main class. This gives you damage range, bullet velocity, recoil control, and hip fire accuracy. This is everything you ever want in a barrel, just when it comes to TTK bonus and recoil control. You also tune this for recoil steadiness and damage range, overall boosting this gun's TK with that recoil control. We also threw on the Cronin OP44 muzzle for that vertical and horizontal recoil control. This is tuned for recoil stabilization and recoil control. We threw on the blackout rounds right here. This gives you damage range bonus. Look how huge that green bar is when this ammunition is equipped to it. It makes this gun kill so quick, even though it does reduce the fire rate. The TTK is just still insane. We also tune this for more damage range to boost the TTK at further ranges, and we also tune it for that bullet velocity bonus, so our bullets will hit faster because it does shoot pretty slow. We also threw on the Cronin Mini Pro, or better known as the Blue Dot. We tune this for aim down sight speed, so we have more mobility and the eye position to be further away, just eliminating the visual recoil when it does come to this gun. And if we're on the RCOM stock for more mobility, it gives us sprint speed, aim walking speed, cross movement speed, and aim down sight speed. And I tuned it for more aim down sight speed and aim and idle stability for that balance of mobility and recoil control. This ISO class setup with those black rounds are just, it's completely insane. It's a 2-shot kill no matter what. And definitely does come in clutch because they did nerf it a couple times. So this class right here definitely hope you guys made this ISO just completely broken. And the next weapon is going to be the Vaznav. You know, I can't do a top 5 without showing the Vaznav because this is basically just a shotgun SMG with how fast it does kill, even though it did end up getting a nerf. This last update is still one of the best weapons you can use in Modern Warfare 2. So for the class, we threw on the SA response barrel for that recoil control, bullet velocity, damage range, hip fire accuracy. Whenever you put on a barrel like this on this kind of gun, the TCK just gets even more higher with that damage range and bullet velocity bonus. And then it has 0 recoil. This has no tuning on it. We have one the Bruin cubic muzzle for that vertical and horizontal recoil control. This is tuned for recoil stabilization and recoil control. We have on the Edge 47 grip for that aim and idle stability and recoil stabilization. Overall, just making this gun very straight to shoot. This is tuned for recoil stabilization as well. You have on the True Tack grip for that sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed, boosting the mobility. Tuning this for aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. You also have on the broadside FCT stock for that aim and stability, cross movement speed, and aim down sight speed and sprint speed. So this gun overall has the balance of mobility with 0 recoil factor, and the damage is always there just because of how this gun actually is. The Vaznav is just one of the best SMGs here in Modern Warfare 2. And probably will be the best SMG till the game cycle's over. And last but not least, for the top 5 weapons, this is a gun right here that I fell in love with the last couple of updates, and that's going to be the Kastov 74U. This gun used to be completely broken when the game first came out, and I really fell in love with it and just how good it was. You know, it's an AR SMG hybrid, and it's a very underrated, but it's so dominant. It's not even funny how good this gun is, especially with these new attachments right here. And the first one is going to be the new barrel that they let us use, which is the KSTV 17 barrel. Gives you damage range, hip fire accuracy, and bullet velocity. Overall, just give you a barrel that just actually gives you damage range, because none of these barrels give you damage range at all. You just always lose it. So it just overall made this gun extremely better. We tuned this for recoil steadiness. We have on the Satin Tread 40 compensator for that vertical and horizontal recoil control. We tuned this for recoil stabilization and recoil control. We have on the 45 round mag. We have the True Tack grip as well for that sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed. We tuned this for recoil steadiness and sprint to fire speed, so we have that balance of recoil and mobility. And we have on the Orbzad stock for the aim walking speed and sprint speed. And I tuned this for more aim down sight speed and aim and idle stability. So overall, this is my top 5 guns here in Modern Warfare 2 to help you guys get MGB nukes and just overall get better at the game. Classes are very easy to use when it comes to recoil control, so it can definitely help the new players get better at the game, and even the advanced players get easy gameplays as well. I want you guys to let me know if you agree with my top 5 down in the comments, and also let me know what's your most used weapon here in Modern Warfare 2. If you did enjoy today's top 5, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.